Hi, I am nervous, but let's do this. I'm going to be stitching this piece that I was working on earlier this week, and I haven't done any of it because I wanted to stream or at least record the whole thing. So as you can see, I should move my camera a little bit. I'm still at these 5 people with just their heads. And yeah, I like to do all the skin as the very first thing that I do. So let's just dive right into it. I need some scissors. It'll probably help me. I can see that there's a couple of people here, which is pretty cool. If you want to say hi in the chat, that's awesome. I love these little scissors, but they're kind of hard to pick up sometimes. I am doing this piece as a charity through a friend through a friend of mine. As I mentioned on Monday, this is for a family that very much needs a little bit of love. I won't go into details, but they've had a rough go of the last 12 months. Sorry, losing my voice already. And normally I stitch with 4 strands each time, but I think I'm starting to reconvert myself back to 3. I know I get a lot of questions on Instagram especially about how do I get my stitches looking so thick and puffy and fluffy, and yeah, I'm gonna probably stop getting those questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is the camera? That's right, you need to be able to see my camera in here, in this, or see that camera in that camera for it to be a good angle. Oh, and I lost a hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, like I said, if you are watching live right now, feel free to jump in the chat and say hi and let me know where you're from. And if you've been stitching, and if so, how long have you been stitching for? Because, yeah, I want to use this stream, this feed, as an opportunity. I should probably turn on this light, that might help you guys see it a little bit better. Sort of. What about this one? I have so many lights. Ooh, that's good. That's my pretend sunlight over there. That might be a bit bright on my face. It's too bright, let me know. Anyway, I want to use this stream to build a bit of a community and make some virtual friends, and one of my hairs are already in it, and to just make something that's a very isolating hobby, well, not isolating, it's not isolating, just a very solo hobby into something a bit more exciting, and interactive, and yeah, I very much enjoy cross-stitching. It helps with my mental health, and it's a way that I can stay creative. It's a way I can keep my hands busy. It's become important in my life, and one can fix this. I miscounted which row to start on, but that's an easy fix because I went down one. So we can just go up there. And to that one. I hope this isn't going to be one of those projects of mine that I just cannot count for the life of me entirely. Usually once I've got their heads down, and that usually includes things like their hand, or pretty much always includes their hands, and sometimes you can see like ankles or their feet. Like this little girl over here, you can see her ankles and her feet, and this one's got like 3/4 length leggings on. Once I've got the skin down, basically, in a nutshell, it's usually a lot easier for me to count where to put all the colours. I'm glad I noticed that quickly though. Oops. Yeah, it's going to be one of those projects. Hi Heather! Yay! It's going to be one of those projects where I just cannot for the life of me count things. But that's okay. That's why they have stitch rippers, seam rippers. That's what they're for. So, I'm not sure how great quality this webcam is. It's zooming in. Yay, you're stitching! Are you doing cross stitching or embroidering at the moment? That's what I want this channel to be, somewhere that people can watch me stitch if they feel so inclined, but also just come and chat. Ah, come on. This will be very nice to get this piece all completed. It's going to take a while, just because it's not a paid piece. So I'm using it as a way to see how long it takes me to stitch a piece. You're embroidering, finishing a tree. Nice. I gotta do some embroidery. I'm hoping that I don't get sidetracked and want to work on something else, but I do have a project over there and a project there that I've got to work on as well. And if all else fails, if I feel really, really uninspired to stitch, then I will switch it over to some pattern designing. But that might be for another day. I wish I could see it. My first instinct is to be like, show me what it looks like. That doesn't really work. Unfortunately, this webcam, this one, so many projects right now. Yes, don't we all? My goodness, I think I have 5 going on at the moment. That's probably guessing too low. I have this one. I have my own stitch family from last year. Technically I haven't finished 2019's one, but that one's almost done. I'm just putting off finishing it. I don't know why. I have 2 commission pieces. One of them is a pattern that you would have seen on Instagram, that someone's commissioned me to make them a finished version of it, and another one that is on Instagram that is an embroidery piece actually. I have 2 samplers going on right now, both of my own. I've stopped doing the Stranger Things one. I'm feeling really uninspired with it. Probably because I'm waiting for the next season of Stranger Things to come out. I have 5 right now. Some that I haven't even oh my god, just haven't started projects that I'm not even counting those. That would be I feel like that would be in the hundreds for me. What else have I got? I'm sure that there's one more. I've got my swatches. That's an ongoing project. I hit over just over 100 swatches last week, and that includes these ones here, which are the variegated and the colorless version, the swatches, flosses, that's the word I'm looking for. So that's just all the single color ones, and then that's the pretty ones. Yeah, I think that's all of them, which is a lot. But I kind of do that deliberately because I stitch in lots of different places. I don't necessarily want to work on a dark project like my Firefly sampler while I'm waiting for my daughter at her speech therapy or whatever, because I sit in the car and usually in the dark, and that would be that's not fun to work on my gorgeous fabric. My goodness, I love that fabric so much, but it's so dark and it's next to impossible to see in my car at night. So I like to have different projects depending on where I'm stitching. And for streaming, this one will be that. It'll be nice once I get through all this skin though, to be honest. So I do like starting a new Stitch People project, but I definitely don't enjoy doing the skin, which is kind of why I do it first. Especially on this fabric, you can kind of see if I put it down a bit lower. There's a shadow. You can sort of see that it's a mottled kind of fabric. Stitch on something until I'm sick of it, and then I stitch something else for a little bit. Yeah, I should do that. I don't, but I should, and that way I would get through projects quicker. Because this is a very slow way to finish projects while I have like 5 or 6 going on at once. But it's nice, then they usually all finish at the same time, and then I've got lots of things to show off. It just kind of sucks when I'm trying to think of content for the socials and all I've got is the same beginnings of projects. I do like Thursdays. I do use Thursdays as an excuse to show off finished stuff with my Throwback Thursdays, which I need to start incorporating my own projects, not just people's Stitch People stuff. Do you love my very pretty back? That's very nice and neat for now. I'm kind of a stickler for a neat back. I have my mum to thank for that. Thanks, Mum, if you ever watch this. She has her mum, so my grandma, to thank for that. To thank for that. made a very crafty lineage, especially when it comes to cross stitching. Oops. Oh, I'm glad I caught that just then. Sorry, I was distracted. My husband was sending me a message. My back's in neat for a little bit and then I add details. Yes, exactly. Once I stop doing the cross stitching parts and I start doing the embroidery stuff, so like the hair and details on t-shirts and things like that, then oh god, it all goes out the window then. But I enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, I'm not used to seeing the little crosses so nice and neatly, can't talk, so nice and neat, because I'm using 3 strands, I mentioned earlier, using 3 strands to stitch today for this project. I always keep the same amount of threads per project, but I've been kind of fluctuating between using 3 strands and 4 strands because I don't mind how chunky and cozy they all kind of look when I use 4 strands, but I don't know, I keep seeing on my feed all these people that I follow using 3 strands and they just look so nice and flat and even, and yeah, I decided to I decided to do this one as 3 strands because we got a tricky t-shirt, we got a tricky sweater here and a really tricky scarf here that's going to need lots of detailing, and yeah, and this shirt, of course, this shirt is just going to be a lot of tiny little back stitches, and 3 strands is just going to be make everything sit a bit neater. You like 4 strands? Yeah, I don't hate 4 strands. I've been doing 4 for a lot of projects lately. And I do get a lot of comments of people saying, how many strands do you use? They look so chunky. And they do. It's like a little hug. Alright, that person looks so much better than what it did on Monday morning. They were 1 square over to the left. And they just looked too close. And the gap between these 2 people was just too big. I was trying to convince myself to just make it work. Move the pattern, move everyone over and make them all squished, but then I realised that this girl has pigtails. This is the one I'm stitching now. She's got these long pigtails and there wasn't going to be enough room in between, so I bit the bullet and unpicked it all, and now I'm back to where I was 4 days ago when I did my stream testing. Alright. Yeah, man. Might need to grab a different pair of scissors. Let's use, ooh, the fancy ones. Wow, the focus is really weird in this camera. I really like when the strands fill the space. I don't want to see gaps. I can never get 3 strands to fill the square. Yeah. Let's see if you can see it better up here. Whoops. Nah. I don't know. I'm liking that you can see the little crosses. But I hear you. That's why I started doing 4 When did I start doing 4? About a year ago, I'd say. Maybe a bit more than a year ago. And I like 4 because I love doing the loop start. And you can't do that with 3 because that's odd number. But I do like that I can just do that. I've now got 3 strands because I already got my 3 before. And that's not even. And yes, I lick the thread. Every piece of mine has a little bit of slobber in it, but it gets a wash, so it's all good. Alright, we got one more person to go. 1, 2, 3, and 1. So Heather, seeing as you're my only viewer right now, I want to be able to post in that I'm doing this in the main group, the main Facebook group. How long do you think it would take the admins to remove my post if I did? I want to build a community, but it's kind of bad timing, I guess, too. Seeing as Stitch people just started doing their own streaming. You know, I should reach out and see what they say. Maybe a few hours, yeah. That'd be at least like a couple of hundred people seeing my post at least. Which is something. You know what? I will reach out. I will just send them a private message. Did you post about it? Yes, I did. And I got a couple of likes. I think I got like 5 likes. Which is not a lot, I guess, if you think about it. But there's only 45 people in that group. So, anyway, I'm going to send Stitch people a message. How many people are in this group anyway? Oh, they're at 9.6 thousand. That's a lot. See, if I could get that many people as an audience, that'd be amazing. I would do this a lot more. Okay, how do I just reach out to just them? Message people? Message, there we go. I could have searched for their thing anyway, but anyway. Sorry, you get to hear the clacking of my keyboard while I don't say anything. It's a little bit obnoxious of me. I apologize. I also haven't finished my lunch. Like this is my lunch, and I have a huge lunch. So that's more of my lunch, and I've got cashews as well. Anyway, I was busy talking to my husband while I was making lunch, and then I got distracted, so I didn't finish eating. Streaming. Alright, I've sent a message. Anyway, let's keep stitching I think that little girl is, I'm gonna guess, just guess. I can hear ticking too. Oh yeah, I don't know what the ticking is. I'm really sorry. I looked into it before I started streaming, and the only thing I could think of was a clock somewhere, and there's no clocks. Like, the closest thing is my watch, but I have a Fitbit, and yeah, sorry about the ticking. I thought it was the timer that I had going before the stream started, so I stopped that. So I kind of hoped that that would make it stop, but obviously it's not. So my apologies. Maybe I should figure out how to get some music playing. That's what I should do. Check your volumes on OBS. Make sure your audio and webcams are mute. Yes, they are. I'm double checking now. Doesn't bug me, it's just weird. Yeah, webcam is muted, tripod is muted. Yeah, let's mute everything else. Let me know if that changed anything. Okay, I'll mute my mic. Oh no, it's my microphone. Which means it's something in the microphone or out around here. It's not a big deal. Properties. Yeah, Heather. Cynical Code is my husband. Or a fault in the mic. Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty cool, I guess. Anyway, I had figured out how to set up sound. Hi! I don't know who you are, Melcat Per. But hi. Let me know your name and where you're from, and sounds like a clock ticking. Yeah, I know. That's why I was trying to figure out where a clock was, and I don't have a clock near me, so I heard it in the recording that I made while I was testing things before I started streaming, and yeah, like I was saying, Melissa, hi. Right now I'm trying to figure out how I can set up some music. I could just start playing Spotify and have the desktop audio set up, but then you guys will hear my alerts and things like that. I got food in my teeth, that's great. Head out to grab his. No worries. Thanks for joining. Sleepy baby on me, I can't stitch. Hi. Yay, a follower. Thank you. I can't read that on my screen. I'm so sorry, but thank you for following me. I appreciate that. I could just play. Bye. Can I come there? Yeah, of course you can, Josh. I'm working on a Stitch People project. I was talking to Heather, or Melissa. Do you like Melissa or do you like Mel? Because you've got Mel in your username. But anyway, Melissa, I was talking to Heather, and thank you for following. Is it a USB mic? It's got the little dongle thing that goes into the USB. So you're plugging it in with two individual cables and then going into the dongle? No, so it's just this cable into the dongle, and then it goes into the USB. Okay. There's no ticking. I know. So you've also lost your filter. Right, which would... That happened a while ago. Right, but that could help. But this does sound like a hardware fault. What I think you should do is unplug it from your computer. I'll be back. Okay. Yeah. Yes, that's my husband, and he has an accent too. We're both Australian. So he used to stream occasionally, but he played games. So you'd actually be able to probably click on his name um and see some of his past streams if you want to hear his accent. It's pretty bad. Oh, he's bringing me a little. I'm going to mute it now. I have a little fuzzy thing on my microphone now, and hopefully that will help things, but it's probably that I've been too harsh on this headset and I've busted something in it. So go me. This headset is a little bit old, to be honest. This side, the stitching has all come off. Oh, he's back. It's not working now. Okay, so yeah, it's most likely something that I've done to the headset, and I don't have my little fuzzy thing anymore, but that's okay. I will play some music to try and drown out the little ticking noise. What have we got? Something that's not too loud and not too obnoxious. And I have pretty bad taste in music, so why don't we just put some white noise? Oh, he's bringing me a new headset. Yep. Thank you.
What kind of cable is it?
Micro.
Okay, so it's the same cable as that one. So if you
this isn't wireless.
Yeah, no.
I've got a cable.
You can charge it.
Yeah. I'm sure I do.
It looks like a microwave. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, this one.
So I can charge it.
Okay, and these you can use while they're charging. So
okay.
If the cable's long enough, and you're on SteelSeries Engine, so it'll install if you click this in.
Husband to the rescue.
I replaced them because they were crackling in one ear, but you're not really listening.
No, I'm not.
So it might work out for you.
Yep. Okay, so husband has brought a second pair of headphones for me, but they have no battery because they are wireless. So I don't actually know what you guys can see on my desk right now. This is why I should have gotten him to check the stream before I started streaming, but such is life. Okay, so that is going to charge and that can sit over there. I'll let that charge for a little while. I have a box of cables here now. Let's get rid of that. I just tidied up my desk yesterday, so I knew that I had cables somewhere. Anyway, okay, so if you can tolerate the little ticking noise for a little while, I will turn on my desktop audio and I will play some white music in the background. Hopefully that will not put everyone to sleep. You can use while charging, assuming the cable's on. Yes, I know that you said that. Thank you for that. But I will give it some time to charge first, because I have to rearrange everything, because I'll have cables everywhere otherwise. Alright. If someone can let me know if they can hear sound, that'd be great. Just because then I know that I know what I'm doing. It's telling me that you guys can hear sound, so I'm gonna trust. Go me! Can hear. Thank you. Alright, let's do a little bit of stitching while I just take a breath. Anyway, I am hoping to get through all the skin at least before this stream's over. I'm hoping to stream for quite a while. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear the music as well. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the skin done in this stream, but I'll be streaming for a while today, ideally, as long as it doesn't affect my husband's work, because as you can tell, he's at home because he works from home because there's a pandemic, if you weren't aware. I hate stitching on this side of the hoop. Let's do it sideways. And then I'll be able to do some colour and it'll be a bit more interesting to look at. Did the Stitch people get back to me? No, they haven't seen it. That's okay. For those of you who are watching, I reached out to the people who made the book called Stitch People and asked them if I could post the link to my stream in the group that has 9.8, I think, thousand people in it, because that would be pretty cool to try and help build their community. Yeah, I got the Stitch People book back in 2015. I do not remember how I found out about it. I would assume I saw an ad on Pinterest, but I've got a really bad memory, so it could have been something else. And yeah, it definitely got me back into doing cross stitching. I learned cross stitching when I was a little girl. Probably, I'm gonna guess when I was about 8 or so. My mum taught me. Let's make sure I'm not stitching the wrong thing if I stitch right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, cool. Oh, I lost some people. That's okay. Yeah, I got the book in... Oh my goodness, that means I got the book about 6 years ago. And I haven't made as many portraits as a lot of people I know, but I have made quite a few. I'd say I've made at least 50 Stitch People portraits. What's the biggest project you've ever cross-stitched? The biggest project I've ever cross-stitched would be a piece that I did for my husband, actually. It's an A to Z Pokemon piece. So the alphabet, and each letter of the alphabet has a sprite-sized Pokemon for it. Yeah. Josh has just said my Pokemon, so he agrees with me. That took me an embarrassingly long time to stitch. I kept getting distracted, and I had a baby, and dealt with baby having colic. It took me a long. He probably got it about 2 years after the birthday that I started it, but it's very cool, and I actually redesigned 2 of the letters of the alphabet so that they included his favorite Pokemon and my favorite Pokemon for A and J. And yeah, so I not only stitched a design that I bought, but I edited the stitch itself. I just went into Photoshop and made it up as I went along. OBS is... I just realised that it's helped me figure out who's followed me. I should have noticed that before, but we were having headphone shenanigans going on yeah, my favorites. My favorite was the one that I changed for A. That's Abra. And J I changed to be Jolteon because that's Josh's favorite Pokemon. They were. Oh, I can't remember what A was meant to be. But J was supposed to be Jigglypuff. And I actually didn't like it with Jigglypuff anyway. Because there was just too much pink in the one area or something like that. I also I messed up the spacing a little bit, but I didn't like how it wasn't centered, so I moved all the characters as well. So I did a lot of editing to that project. So apologies to the original pattern creator. Hopefully you don't think I completely butchered it. I posted about it very early on in Instagram. I think actually while I was still working on it. So if you feel so inclined to scroll through the like 600 photos I have on my Instagram to go look for it, by all means. Can't see the hole properly. There we go. So Melissa, I was talking to Heather before she had to disappear. I'm currently stitching this piece with 3 strands, and normally I do 4 strands. What do you usually do when you're doing 14 count fabric? What floss usage is your preferred? I mean, some people even use just 2 strands, which I personally don't like the look of. I feel like it's a bit too sparse. But I've been looking at a lot of really popular pattern makers, especially, but people who just have a big following on Instagram, and re-seeing, I guess, people stitching predominantly with 3 strands, and I got a little bit jealous, and I wanted to go back to using 3 strands, even though I love doing a loop start. You use 3 strands, yeah. Looks good and handmade, and also is easy to split and use the floss. Yeah, I don't railroad. Or you just mean split when you are pulling it out of the bobbin, or if you use the bows? Or do you mean when you railroad? Because I don't railroad. I kind of like having the little holes visible. I find it easier to unpick as well. Much easier. And I have to unpick a bit. I'm just going to mute myself for a second. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Split the bobbin, yeah. So how old is your baby? I now remember that you were pregnant the last time. I think you were pregnant when you did the last virtual gathering speech you did. But how old is your baba? 6 strands into 3, yeah. I have a 6.5-year-old and a 4.5-year-old, and I don't think we're gonna have another kid, but I'm definitely missing having baby cuddles, so let me live vicariously through you. Because I don't have to deal with naps anymore, so. Which is a good thing in a way. It's nice to not, I mean, during a pandemic it's probably easier than when I had to deal with appointments. And a month old, nobody has any idea what they're doing when they first become a parent, especially. Yeah, I miss baby cuddles. They're the best. Especially when they just totally conk out on you, and she hasn't slept since midnight. I fell asleep on my chest. Yeah. No, when they're that little, you gotta let them you gotta soak in all those snuggles, and I know that people probably have said that to you, but I will as well. You got to enjoy those snuggle cuddles while you can, because they do not last. And I feel like if one of my kids fell asleep on me, I'd go to sleep. My body would do that, like when your leg go to sleep kind of thing. It's just so big now. But yeah, I miss having a little baby to dote after. Steady diet of Pokemon, Star Wars, and Marvel, DC Comics. Easy parenting, yeah. With cross-stitching too, though, Josh. Milo is not a baby, he's a cat. He purrs. He's a gorgeous cat, I'll give him that. And the purring is very sweet. Where are we now? We're on this corner. We want to come down 5s. 1, 2, 4, 5. Dot, dot, dot. Yeah, dot, dot, dot. Yourself. He's not a baby. He keeps climbing into the kitchen cupboard lately. Babies don't do that. Babies are just blobs. Blobs of adorable. Did Milo like your babies? Well, Milo's actually only a year and a half old. He's actually almost 2 now. So we got him when our youngest was 3.5. So can't say. He's not my baby. He acts like it, but he's not my baby. And he loves you too, Josh. That is not the right hole. That's what she said. Ha ha. I should have a that's what she said, Kiana. Because it's lame and I'm funny. Oh, we're done with the skin. Alright, let's end this. I've got shadows in bad places with this lighting setup, but that's okay. So just let me hide what I'm working on because of the angle. Snip that. Here we go. Here's my little jar of floss ends for this year. So you can see all that flesh colour that I unstitched on Monday. I have 2 babies, my cat and my human. They've both been sleeping in the nursery too. Yeah. How old is your cat? Cats love babies. We did have a cat when our oldest was a baby, and when we built our, well, you guys were in America would call it a crib, but we call it a cot. I do the skin first too. Yeah, it looks so lame. It's boring. Oh, let's do a bright color. Let's do this lady sweater. 3808. See, look, that's such a brighter color. It's much better. I like to say that I work from the inside out because I do the hair last. But I work from the skin because it's the inside. Oh, that's only 2 strands. That's annoying. Is that Leica? Leica is like 4. Okay. Well, that's still young. Young enough, but old enough to be annoyed by a new baby. She pretends she doesn't like baby, but it's been aww. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, we had a cat and a dog actually when our oldest was a newborn. Once we built the cot and set up the bedroom and everything, and he the cat thought, yes, I get my own bed in my own room, and he would sit in there and just think that this was the greatest thing ever. And then he probably thought we were pulling a really bad joke when we brought her home. But she was a good baby though. She didn't cry very much, and she slept really well, and yeah. Which one am I grabbing? That one. Okay, go away. We want 3 strands. Okay. Russian space dog's name is Laika. There we go, I've learned something today. We want to go right in there. Once I've gotten this this colour started, I'm going to try switching over the headphones. Okay, that's a 1/4 stitch. Alright. Okay, I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to try this headset, and I'll get Josh to know. Maybe, yeah, sorry Josh. Josh, if you're still there, I'll get you to just let me know if switching over this headset fixes things. Oh, can you hear me now? It seems like you can hear me. But let me know if there's ticking. Yay, no ticking. Okay, I'll leave it plugged in like that. It's a filter. Oh, you took my little filter, so if you feel so inclined. What was that? So I just got an email that I should check. Okay. No ticking. Oh, okay. You can keep your filter then. I don't have one, but that's okay. It is very touchy, so I might just turn it down a little bit. The music stopped. If it's too sleep, that's what I listen to literally when I'm trying to sleep, so I'm not surprised. Needs a filter. Hopefully me turning it down a little bit has helped. Anyway, yay, some colour! I don't even know if you can buy a little filter like that. He is using his. Oh, he's got one. Thank you. I'll mute it so you don't hear it going on. Oh, now I feel like a TV producer. Look at that filter. Fuzzy. He found me a different one. Oh, need to put it back under the camera so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm recording this too so that I can build up a stream of videos. I'm gonna go that one. Geez, I made this pattern a little bit more complicated than I realized. Oh, look at that, some teal. So much better. Yeah, I was checking if I got an email from someone who actually wants to stitch people portraits. So I shall be getting an order in about a week apparently, which will be a relatively big one. Should be pretty cool. I haven't done a big piece in a while. This one doesn't count. It should count, but it doesn't because I'm not getting paid. It's an interesting question. The hypothetical filter between my brain and my mouth. No. Ha. My husband, the joker. I'm gonna have to go on a break so that I can eat the food that's sitting in front of me. Because instead of shoveling food in my mouth, I decided to talk to my husband before I started streaming. And doing washing too, because I'm a parent. And there is a never-ending slew of laundry to do constantly. So I have a salad and I have some yogurt with strawberries and some cashews and a protein bar in front of me. Just calling my name, and I'm starting to get hungrier and hungrier. But I have a little be right back screen. What's that? Nothing interesting. Oh, no, I don't want to go in that one. Nope, undo. This actually becomes a thing that I do regularly. I will definitely consider getting a Prime subscription to at least try out for 1 month of Awesome. Thank you for visiting though. See you later, Melissa. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, getting a Prime version of the application that I am using to set up like the cool interface and that I have going on with the 2 screens and the what I'm stitching on and all of that jazz, because it's only like $12, and that way I can set up multiple streaming on multiple platforms, so that I can go live on Facebook and I can go live on Instagram and I think YouTube as well. So that would be pretty cool. I've been trying to do my homework about streaming a little bit. Oh man, this looks so much better with some colour in it. Always makes me feel a little bit more pleased about a piece once I finish the skin. What can I talk about? Oh my goodness, I've been live for well over an hour. That is crazy. But I'm getting some good stitching in. And I'm about to run out of the screen, so I'm gonna have to get some more. And I've got 2 random strands of this colour, so I have to cut off a new little bit. Alright, let's do that. Right, I am going to get a new length of this, which I pull out to my arm length for those playing at home. That way I've got a really long piece. That way I don't have to change it constantly, and I save decent lengths of floss, so I don't feel like it's just a waste ever. So I got the hiccups for a sec there. Why does it take so much concentration just to wind some floss onto a bobbin? Oops. That's why. Okay, now we have our 3 strands. Should add all information onto the stream. Say that I'm working on 14 count Aida and I've got 3 strands of floss and how many colours I'm using, and I don't know. It's probably too much information. People would just ask me if they're curious. I do like having the little pattern I'm stitching thing up there though. I used to watch people stitch, stream, craft stream? I don't know how I'd phrase it, but whatever. And one person I saw, had the pattern I'm stitching, or they're actually designing a pattern, and they had a reference photo for the piece that they were working on, and I appreciated seeing what it is they were making, so I filed that away in the old noggin. Something for me to do. And yeah, you guys can see the little digital version. Thinking once that's not what we want happening. Come on, what's going on? That's better. We had 1 strand that was the wrong length, and it was making a little loop that we didn't want. What was I saying? Yeah, I remember now. I'm hoping to have a previously streamed kind of image or something, if that tickles my fancy in the future. And that way people can know, going back, if I do manage to keep this up outside of February, how many projects I've streamed, or what like stream they're up to, or if people decide to go back and watch these again. I wouldn't understand why someone would go back and watch, to be quite honest, especially these early ones. Oh, there's another viewer. Hi, if you're there and listening, you can jump in the chat and say hello and let me know if you're a cross stitcher yourself, or if you're from Stitch People specifically, or yeah, all those kinds of cool things, and where you're from and what's your name and all of that. Do you love my accent? Because apparently most people think I have an accent, even though in my head I don't. I used to keep track of where people used to think I was from after we moved to America, and so many people assumed England, which I think if you're from England you'd be very confused, especially if you're from Australia. You'd be very confused why people would think that, because I definitely do not have an English accent. I did have some people ask me if I was from South Africa, which I can understand, kind of. And some people ask if I was from New Zealand, which I definitely can understand. And my husband, if he's sort of watching, he'll probably boo from the other room at that. But that doesn't faze me. I don't mind New Zealand. I would very much love to go back and visit one day. Maybe when there's not a pandemic. I say maybe, but I mean definitely. Although they do have their shit together over in New Zealand regarding the pandemic, compared to the good old United States of America. Oh, look at that. A top, a long sleeve top. Let's secure this in. Come on. Problem with working with a bigger needle. It's a little tricky. Alrighty. Let's do another easy colour. I got so much 3777 in this piece, so why don't we work on that one next? What do we got here? We got 4 strands. We do not want 4 strands. We want 3 strands, thank you. I'm gonna have to be right back because my tummy is starting to grumble, and I think you'll be able to hear it, and that'll be embarrassing. It won't be, but it'll be funny. 0. Let's do her little pants that you can see poking out over there, and then I'll go and have some lunch, have some more food. Hungry. Oh, what am I doing? Confusing myself, that's what I'm doing. Poke. Some red, yay! Lots of little backstitching bits in red for this piece. In this red, I mean. So I'm not going to be done with this red with just the cross stitching. That's okay. Definitely got to get some music up in this joint. Maybe not the sleepy stuff. Might have to subject you guys to terrible pop music that I like. Just trying to figure out a way to get it to show on the stream what I'm playing. I couldn't figure it out though. Yeah, that's true, Josh. How do people get away with it then? Streamable playlists. Okay. I'm sure if I went on YouTube, there'd be something. What if I search Spotify for streamable? That's a podcast, that's not. Alright, I'll have to Google it later. Should be my next thing. I should learn how to make music. Haha. Yeah, true. CC license. Anything that's on YouTube should be fair game. Oh, I need to swap legs. My hoodie rode up at the back. Alright, so she's got some pants now. Let's cut off that. Nope, that's not how it works. Yeah, I didn't think so. As soon as I said it, I realised that's not right. Well, I'll definitely look up on the interwebs for maybe Spotify playlists that are streamable at some point. Alright, let's start this guy's top. Because it's a lot of jumping around. Where are we? That one. Yeah. Tonight over dinner. Okay. That sounds lovely. I'm surprised you're still here, Josh. I appreciate it. I had an idea and then I thought against it. Anyway. Let's go with this. Yeah, I haven't done one of these tops in a little while. It's tartan style. It's just going to be a disaster of a back. That's okay. Let's go. Alright, he's got double wide arms. I was a bit confused why his top looked the way it did for a second. And then on the hand. Yay, I counted it right. Spotify knows since players can be edited. The popular one is Monster Cat. There are some YouTube channels. I know people do it, so I'd rather not pay money just to be able to listen to music. I mean, technically I can listen to music and just not stream it through the thing, but then I feel like I probably wouldn't talk properly, or I'd start singing and and then you guys wouldn't hear me. You can hear my bad guitar playing. No, I did not actually know you were playing guitar. And your guitar playing is not bad. Apparently this headset is nice and quiet. So I want to go one across and two down. That one. Oh, trying to not look at the back, but it's gonna be messy. That's okay. How did I do that? I'm confused. I'm sure it'll look fine. I'll play I'm Not Yet. Oh, okay. Well, that would be why I can't hear you. I can hear a siren outside. You know what? I'm going to post on my profile page on Facebook that I'm streaming. Oh, I can hear it ticking now. Someone's chopping stuff outside. There we go. Just looking at the stream. It doesn't look terrible. Maybe I might move this little chat down. Oh no, I can't do that from this screen. Ooh, I can hear myself talking. That's a little bit disconcerting. So I've closed that straight away. Couldn't hear my guitar through your stream. Yeah, I can't hear you playing. I didn't realise that you'd started. But it's probably good to know, because we have two children that like to, no, turn it down, at you a lot. Little punks. Oh, I was going to just do our pants and then I was going to stop and have lunch. Oops. Oh well. It's been 10 minutes jamming. Ah, thanks. No, you're cute. Enjoy your meetings. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We're going to stitch his other arm. Stitch his other arm. Oops. Oh, what did my watch just tell me? Probably told me to get up and move. It did. No, watch. I'm streaming. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, this gonna look so sick. This piece. hair is going to be a little bit daunting. I've not done little knobbly pigtails before, and I've got hers and hers. And this one should look adorable. It's just like a little kind of hairstyle. And I've never done good looking pigtails like this one before. And the baby just has a little backstitch hairstyle. The woman is just a regular low side ponytail. And I need to do his facial hair soon because it's just skin mixed with hair colour. So I would finish his head off and he wouldn't look like he's been chopped in half. Sorry about that, friend. That's all of that colour. So let's tie this off, and then I'm going to have a break this time. I'm actually going to have a break. Hi Milo. Oh, you're on the stream. It's Milo. Yeah, I'm actually going to have a break and have some food. But I'm not going to disconnect. People can still join in if they want to. Alrighty. I will be back. I'm back. Huzzah. Tummy's all better now. I was hungry, apparently. What should I stitch next? Let's do... Oh, good, now I get the hiccups. Her little jacket. For that one. Hear my daughter stomping away upstairs. Feet of lead, that child. Hang on, is that 3 or 4? 3. So I should probably set up a timer for myself, because I'm not really paying attention to when I'm planning on actually ending this stream. And I don't know if it'll be the best idea to run too long past the end. Hi, Charlie. Oops. How was I planning on doing that? think I might just do it like that. Mew mew, apparently. Yes, Charlie. No, not today. Not today. Because it's Thursday. Oh, come on. There we go. Little sweater. I should do their eyes after I've done this. That way you should be able to see them better. Wow, it's been 2 hours just about. Well, I guess that's since I turned it on. Ugh. cute. That is illegal. Problem with this headset is it's creaky. And at least it doesn't tick. Come on, there we go. Alright, that's that colour. I think I'm completely done with that colour too. Yeah, that's cool. So I can take off that colour if I feel inclined. Nothing. You can come look. Nothing. You tell me what happened. Something fell off. Naomi fell off. Oh, the Mew. The Mew toy. Let's do some white. Really? That's annoying. Boop. There. Alright, now let's get what we need. Don't actually know if you can hear my daughter in the background. This doesn't seem like it's picking her up. Which is good to know. Oops. What time was I going to stop streaming today?
You're telling me
That was loud. 3:30. Okay. I'm gonna set myself a little timer. All right. Alright, we're gonna do a little top now. It's fun to jump around. Mew mew. Ugh, come on. 3. Here we go. This top is gonna have a little, I think it's a little dog on it. To look at the reference picture again. I'm doing it again. I need to stitch over here. Oh no, what am I doing? That's why it looks so nice on this fabric. You can definitely hear her. Especially when she's that loud. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Two rows. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll have to deal with that. Not sure why that's happened. You can kind of see it's gone a little fluffy. But I'm hoping that this will pin it down. If I go like this. Like that. Ugh. I have to fiddle with that. Neighbour's doing something. He's getting his little beehive set up again. Since winter is starting to wrap up. What's up, Charlie? Uh-oh. That's a big one. There we go. Boop. Why are we getting knots now? What's going on? My gosh, that gave me fright. You might be able to notice that I've skipped a couple of squares. It's because she's got a little graphic t-shirt. That's going to be the body. You can actually see that pretty clearly. I wonder if I can turn up the quality. I can only increase the resolution, which is going to change the size. I'll have to look into that, because it should be able to focus this far, but it doesn't like keep focus. So I wonder if that's just the webcam or something I've done to set it up weird. Get paused. There we go. That gets rid of Josh's message from a little while ago. On the screen, I mean. There we go. Ba, ba, ba. I'm gonna put some music on for me. Yeah, that's fine. Read, yes. You can see me dancing then. Okay. I have volume on there. I have no idea what that sound is. I'll need to get a new background if I keep this up. My keyboard and desk mat are not a great look. Alright. Another colour down. Well, not the whole colour. Two. I don't have that on me. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I don't have that colour. It's upstairs. Actually, I don't think it is. No. Ha ha ha. Two. Brought it down the other day. Only three. Good. Alright, we're gonna do the background of her sweater and her pants. I need to put some tape on the edges of this. Let's do that on stream. Painter's tape. Ooh. Made a good noise on the stream apparently. Okay, so we just stick it down, flip it over, fold it over, stick it. And that helps keep the edges intact. It's the only thing I'll ever do. One more. Oops. Alrighty, last one. So, if you do this, I recommend painter's tape because it doesn't shred the fabric when you take it off. There we go. And now I can put it back in and I can stop getting all these little bits that come off. I'm just going to turn up my microphone again. Test. That's better. Are you okay? Now it looks funny. You need to calm down. Being too loud. Oh no. Oh no, it's there. Okay. Is that to me this time? Are you talking to me now? What? No. People you hate. You never made anybody less gay, so need to calm down. I'm just like, I'm very much glad I'm doing this on this colour fabric. Ugh, I'm doing it again, sorry. To calm down. What's up? When? Your school? Oh, the light. What about it? It's not your iPad, it's a light. I'm streaming. Yay, spinning. It's not Mew Mew, it's just Mew. The sun is up and it is going down. The sun is up and it's going down. Because that's what happens each day. Thank you. I don't know who that was. K Man Isin. Following. Don't mind me talking to my daughter off camera. She's 6.5 and currently doing therapy while quizzically asking me what I'm doing, seeing as she doesn't usually see me do this kind of thing. This kind of thing being streaming and stitching at the same time. Oh. Oh, come on, needle. There we go. Gotta figure out what to do for dinner tonight. We buy dinner on Thursdays. Oh, I was gonna do eyes, wasn't I? Oops. Yeah, I should go down the arm. I'll regret it otherwise. Sometimes you gotta just trim the end off. Hello, very stitchable cross stitches. Glorma. Hi. Making a stitch people. Yay. Thank you for joining. Tell me where. Remind me or tell me. I don't. Oh, I missed this person's hands. I haven't finished skin. Oh, I should get sacked. What was I asking? Oh yeah, tell me where you are in the world and tell me how many people are in your Stitch People portrait. This one has 6. Normally I would do this little boy on the hip, but I wanted to try and keep it symmetrical-ish. Oh, that one is not a sleeve, that's a hand square. There we go. Yeah, tell me in the chat where you are and tell me about your piece. Virginia, 7 people, so you're doing 7 as well. Yeah, yes, that's what I was saying. I would normally do baby on the hip and then that would have been 1 person. So technically this is a 7-person portrait. So this is on par with my biggest piece that I've done to date. Which one? Which font? I'm gonna guess, is it Celeste? Celeste is my most popular. But I love Daphne. Or maybe it's my new one. I haven't seen Juliet out in the wild yet. So that'd be cool. Don't mind me humming. I'm listening to music that I'm not allowed to stream because I hadn't had anyone in the chat for a little while. I did have my husband in the chat for a bit. He was helping me troubleshoot. Nancy, yes. I just used Nancy on this piece that I'm doing as a commission, which I was working on last night, and then I lost my needle in the car. Just as I was trying to finish up, it just flew off, and I found it though. So I did Nancy on this with a big elaborate S. This was before I made Nancy. And for this piece, that's a commissioned embroidery. This one has Nancy and Allison fonts. And I'm trying to work up the courage to do all the florals on the side for this one, and then it'll be all done. I'm not sure I'll stream that. I might record some of it, but not stream. I could probably trim that off now, actually, while I'm here. Where's my scissors? Now I've got projects everywhere. There we go. Come on, go in. Thank you. My customer didn't want, she's atheist, so she didn't want it to say God. So I suggested world or universe as an alternate, and yeah, she went with universe, and I like it. These bigger words with Etoli, or Etoli, butchering the pronunciation. You can't really see it on the stream. It kind of sparkles a little. It's nice. I'll put that away, otherwise the cats will chew it. No, I need the light on, please. Please. Alright. But yeah, this Stitch People piece is a charity piece that I'm working on for a family who need a little bit of love after last year. They had a lot going on and some sad news, and yeah, some helping out a friend to get through a couple of charity pieces. And at the time I didn't have any projects on it, so I said I'll do the big one. And so then of course I get requests for commissions because Murphy's Law. It's how these things work out, isn't it? I'm looking forward to seeing this little sweater completely finished though. This is a little reindeer sweater. Reindeer wearing glasses, and it's hopefully not going to look too busy. I can't believe how long I've been streaming for. This is crazy. I was worried I'd clam up and turn it off after 10 minutes or so. Whoops. But I'm hoping to do this twice a week for February at a minimum. And then if I continue to do it, I might get a bit of rig. Oops, I need one in the middle. Little kids' tops are good because they're an odd number, and I find whenever I do a graphic t-shirt for a kid, it always requires an odd number for the design I do. Oh, I want to mute myself for a sec. Oh, I've got something stuck in my throat. Keeps making me cough. This has lasted me all day, and now it's done. Thinking if things go well, I might try doing some streaming tonight of pattern making. Alright, her little sweater base is done. Oops, trying to stick myself with scissors. It's a great idea. I wore my oversized hoodie today and I'm kind of regretting that choice a little bit. The sleeves are a little bit long. So is it... I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. Is it Glorima? I'm terrible with names, I apologise. I was trying to pronounce a cat name earlier, which I got right. So I'll give myself that. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Yes, excellent. So have you just started your Stitch People project? Or is it further along than mine? Just gonna check something. Currently do details. Nice. I can both love and hate that point. I'm trying to figure out how I can actually... So I'd like to have this on Facebook too. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you're up to the point where you are enjoying it the most. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That one. This might actually work. I'd rather people go to my Twitch, but if I can get it to work on Facebook, that'd be pretty cool. I'm just wondering if it's just gonna stream that that camera, or you stream. Okay, describe. Okay, bear with me. Settings, connections. Oh, my glasses are filthy. I just started moving around and I could see how much dirt was on them. Ugh. God, I look naked without glasses on. I can't see anything. I've gone so blind as I've gotten older. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Alright, where was I? Close that one. Paired encoder. I don't want it to be gaming. Camera issue. I don't think this Facebook thing's gonna work. I think I might end up getting a premium OBS. How much is it again? I think it's like $12. Oh, that's if you get the yearly one. That's not much. I could try it for a month at $20. I'm not doing that now though. I'll try that on the weekend or on Monday when I stream. Okay. Oops. Multi-stream. No, stop it. It says stream to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook and more. Can you tell me what the more is? Because if it could do Instagram, that would be perfect as well. Alright, scratch that. Goodbye, Facebook. I'm also going to look into what music I'm legally allowed to add to my stream, because that would be nice. Because yeah, right now I'm listening to Spotify. I have a pro Spotify account, but as my husband pointed out, they're not licensed to be streamed. It's likely that my stream will get killed if I try that. Yeah, I'll try this next week. Alright, let's just close that. Anyway, where was I? Pants. Pants. These pants are going to have little spots on them. So it's going to be a very intricate piece now that I'm sort of thinking about it. I got a lot of floss combining to do. I've got her scarf, his top, some of the spots on her dress. Actually, it's not as much as I thought. All the hair. I always combine floss for the hair. But I'm going to do eyes next. I got to stop that, and I'm going to do eyes next, because I was going to do that about an hour ago. Because everyone is blind. Normally I do eyes as soon as I'm done with skin. But technically I haven't finished skin because I realised that she doesn't have hands, so I'm just getting ahead of myself basically. I just really wanted to do colour. I had to unpick this person, which is how I tested my stream earlier this week. I spent 20 minutes unpicking, just testing the stream and not testing it thoroughly enough apparently, because my husband jumped on earlier and was like, you need to do this and this. Anyway, I got bits and pieces I gotta do. Oh, and her pants are flared, aren't they? Okay. But this piece isn't a rush piece, thankfully. This is being stitched for a charity case, which is why I'm kind of using it as a way to find out how long it really takes to complete a stitch. It's going to look strange if I do that. Let's go like this. I contacted Stitch people to see if they would be willing to have my Twitch link posted in the group, and I never checked if they got back to me. No, they didn't. Oh, she did. No, she didn't. It just told me what I posted. Thanks, Facebook. Thanks. You got my hopes up there. Got my hopes up and got me confused. Weird. That didn't... There we go. Yeah, I reached out because I've asked them a couple of times if I can post such and such, and they usually get back to me within like an hour, but maybe they're thinking about it. And the group has like under 10,000 people now, and technically I'm promoting Stitch People by doing this, so I did consider just posting it and then just letting them delete it if they didn't like it. But I won't be that person. That's really bright now. What if I do that and that one on? That's a bit better. Now that it's darker out. At the start of the stream it was a lot brighter outside. Eyes. Black. Okay, need 3 strands plus. But yeah, it would be cool to get my Twitch stream. Oh goodness, what's going on here? Yes, it would be good to get my Twitch handle in front of that kind of number of people. But I realize that not everyone would appreciate me putting it on there. But yeah, I feel like it would not just benefit me, but benefit Stitch People too. Uh-oh. That was a full drink. I'll be back. Okay, so it ended my stream. I don't know how much got cut off. So I will go over what happened. You can see some of this up here. I managed to tip a whole can of, a full can of liqueur, key lime, all over my desk. Thankfully in that direction, not towards all my stuff. So I'm just going to let it sit and soak and absorb. And I was planning on stopping recording at 3:30 anyway. At the earliest, I might continue on, but with all this, I may not. But once I'm done, I will be cleaning all that up. And then I started to try and continue this stitch and started wrestling with a black knot in my floss and realized that it was not even attached in the project anymore. And you guys miss so much. But anyway, I wanted to be able to finish the stream on my terms, not on gravity's terms. And I was trying to ask my viewers, then I realized I didn't have any viewers because I wasn't online anymore for some reason. What you guys would think about me occasionally jumping on it outside of the times that I've discussed that I'm I'm hoping to stick to for February, to do pattern making and chatting. So, I guess more, not necessarily always pattern making, but just like a freestyle evening. So maybe I don't work on Stitch People. Maybe I work on one of the commissions that I have that are not Stitch. Oh, pardon me, that are not Stitch People related, or work on a new pattern to release, or yeah, something different that isn't this piece in particular. Yeah, and I wondered what people's thoughts might be with that. But in the meantime, I'm giving everyone eyes so that people aren't blind. And yes, I cut the string every time I change person. I know a lot of people don't do that. And I don't particularly like to have running threads between people. Even mouths. I cut them for mouths too. I start to floss over again even though a mouth is like 3 stitches. Oh, look, you can see, and they can see. Ooh, that's creepy. Turn off that light in a sec. Urgh. Come on. Hi.
What happened?
I don't know. What happened?
Hello.
Hello.
Just learned the hokey pokey. Yeah. Oh, we're not gonna do it downstairs because I think Mom's still streaming. So we'll wait. We can do the hokey pokey more upstairs. Yep. We'll do it later. You. Me. Hello.
There we go. It's just the shadow from the camera.
Okay, a nail polish. Pick one. What happened? Hello. Huh? Hello. Your mama on the bus. Your mama on the bed. Hello.
Might just copy and paste what I wrote earlier.
A nail polish. I like my nail polish. Stay in my house. My mom. I want party today. I'm party day. My Hey, Mom. Hey, to my house. Oh, what news? Hey, to my
Oops.
to my house.
Oh, that's better.
Oh no! I'm running. Oh no! I'm bad
do this face a lot. We're not doing this edge. One more set of eyes. Alright, so I'm going to be wrapping up soon. Everyone has eyes. They can look back at me now.
I'm trying my best, okay?
I will do this little girl's hands and then wrap up. Ooh, apparently need more of this cutter.
Where's Sultan?
Got all these extra colours over here that I've left out. It is not white, that is the two that I have somewhere there.
Girls ever hurt? Come on, my mom, come.
I've got some black over here as well.
I need that my dad. Mom.
Alright, that's better.
Yeah.
There we go. And that one goes back on here. Um, let's do two little hands for this little girl down here.
Daddy.
Okay. Hands. Alright, on that note, I'm going to finish got a bit done. I would have thought I would have gotten more done, but between spilling my drink everywhere, that's what all this paper towel is. For anyone who's jumping in at the last minute, I'm gonna have to clean up my desk now. At least my desk smells nice. Between that and getting knots and counting wrong, and yeah, that's not a bad day's stitching. Further ahead than I was a couple of hours ago. But yeah, if you're watching this after the fact, thanks very much for checking me out. I'm going to be trying to stream on Mondays from 1:30 till 3:30 and Thursdays 12:30 to 3:30. I'm umming and ahhing about streaming sort of randomly. I'll probably announce on my Instagram if I do that, and that would be more freeform, not this necessarily. It might be like a commission piece like this, or pattern making. So yeah, follow me on Instagram is my most reliable that I post on most often on. Follow me on here so you get an email when I do go live, so you can jump in and chat. Otherwise, yeah, have a great day and thanks for watching. See you later.